abandon, abandon. They had to abandon their old car last year. Aboard, aboard. We went aboard the ship for our trip. Abound, abound. Fruits abound in the summer season. Abroad, abroad. I want to study abroad next year. Absent, absent. She was absent from school yesterday. Absorb, absorb. Plants absorb sunlight to make food. Abstract, abstract. The painting is very abstract and colorful. Absurd, absurd. It is absurd to think that cats can fly. Abundant, abundant. The garden has abundant flowers in spring. Abuse, abuse. He did not abuse his power as a leader. Academy, academy. She joined an art academy to improve her skills. Accelerate, accelerate. The car will accelerate quickly on the highway. Accommodate, accommodate. We can accommodate your needs during the trip. Company, company. I will accompany you to the school event. Accomplish, accomplish. I want to accomplish my goals this year. Accord, accord. They will accord with the new rules next week. Accumulate, accumulate. We accumulate knowledge every day in school. Accurate, accurate. The map is accurate and shows the right places. H, H. My head will ache if I don't rest. Acid, acid. Lemon juice has a lot of acid in it. Acknowledge, acknowledge. I acknowledge my mistake and will fix it. Acquire, acquire. I want to acquire new skills this year. Acquisition, acquisition. Her acquisition of new skills helped her succeed. Adequate, adequate. The food was adequate for everyone at the party. Adjust, adjust. I need to adjust my backpack for comfort. Administer, administer. Teachers administer tests to check students' knowledge. Administration, administration. The school administration helps students with their needs. Adolescent, adolescent. The adolescent boy loves to play soccer. Adverse, adverse. The adverse weather made us cancel the picnic. Advocate, advocate. I advocate for animal rights in my school. Aesthetic. Aesthetic. The painting has a beautiful aesthetic style. Agency. Agency. She works at a travel agency in the city. Agenda. Agenda. We have a meeting to discuss the agenda. Aggressive. Aggressive. The dog was aggressive when it saw strangers. Agriculture. Agriculture. Agriculture helps us grow food for everyone. Alert. Alert. The teacher gave an alert about the test tomorrow. Alien. Alien. The alien came from another planet. Alike. Alike. My brother and I look alike in photos. Allocate. Allocate. The teacher will allocate books to each student. Ally. Ally. We can be allies to help each other. Alongside. Alongside. She walked alongside her friend to school. Alternate. Alternate. You can alternate between studying and playing games. Alternative. Alternative. We need an alternative plan for the project. Ambassador. Ambassador. The ambassador visited our school last week. Ambition. Ambition. Her ambition is to become a doctor one day. Ambitious. Ambitious. She is an ambitious student who studies hard. Analyze. Analyze. We will analyze the data for our project. Analyze. Analyze. We will analyze the data from the experiment. Anchor. Anchor. The ship dropped its anchor in the harbor. Ancient. Ancient. The ancient tree is very tall and strong. Angle. Angle. The triangle has 3 angles. Anniversary. Anniversary. We celebrate our wedding anniversary every year. Anticipate. Anticipate. I anticipate a fun day at the park. Anxiety. Anxiety. She felt anxiety before the big test. Apology. Apology. She gave her apology for being late to class. Apparent. Apparent. It is apparent that she studied hard for the test. Approve. Approve. I hope my teacher will approve my project. approximate, approximate. The approximate time for the meeting is 3 p.m. Architect, architect. The architect designed a beautiful new school. Architecture, architecture. The architecture of this building is very beautiful. Arise, arise. Problems may arise if you don't study. Arrow, arrow. The arrow flew straight to the target. Artificial, artificial. The artificial flowers look very real and beautiful. Aspect, aspect. One important aspect of school is learning new things. Aspire, aspire. I aspire to be a great scientist one day. Assault, assault. He did not assault anyone at the party. Assemble, assemble. We will assemble the team for the project. Assert, assert. She will assert her opinion in the meeting. Asset, asset. Her talent is a valuable asset to the team. Assure, assure. I assure you that everything will be fine. Astonish, astonish. The magician's trick will astonish everyone at the party. Athlete, athlete. The athlete trains hard every day for the competition. Atom, atom. An atom is the smallest part of matter. Attribute, attribute. Her kindness is an important attribute of her personality. Auction, auction. I bought a painting at the auction last week. Authentic, authentic. This painting is an authentic masterpiece from the artist. Author, author. The author wrote a great story for kids. Avail, avail. I hope this will avail you in your studies. Available, available. The book is available at the library. Await, await. I await your reply to my message. Awe, awe. The sunset filled me with awe and wonder. Awful, awful. The weather was awful yesterday. Ban, ban. The school will ban phones during class. Bankrupt, bankrupt. The company went bankrupt last year. Bargain, bargain. I found a great bargain at the store yesterday. Barrier, barrier. The fence is a barrier to the garden. Beam, beam. The sun will beam down on us today. Beard, beard. He has a long beard and loves to show it. Beast, beast. The beast roamed through the dark forest at night. Behalf, behalf. I spoke on behalf of my friend at the meeting. Behave, behave. Please behave well in class today. Behavior, behavior. Her behavior in class is always very good. Behavior, behavior. Her behavior in class is always very polite. Tray, tray. He will never betray his friends or family. Bias, bias. She has a bias against dogs because of her past. Biography, biography. I read a biography about a famous scientist. Biology, biology. I enjoy studying biology in my science class. Blast, blast. The fireworks made a loud blast in the sky. Blend, blend. You can blend fruits to make a smoothie. Blink, blink. I blinked when the bright light flashed. Blossom, blossom. The flowers will blossom in spring. Bold, bold. She made a bold choice to speak up. Boost, boost. The new game will boost our sales this year. Border, border. The river is the border between the two countries. Boundary, boundary. We crossed the boundary into the next country. Breed, breed. Farmers breed animals for better milk and meat. Breeze, breeze. The gentle breeze made the day feel nice. Broadcast, broadcast. They will broadcast the game on TV tonight. Brutal, brutal. The brutal storm damaged many houses last night. Brute, brute. The brute chased the frightened rabbit in the field. Bulk, bulk. The bulk of the package is very heavy. Bull, bull. The bull runs fast in the field. Bully, bully. Don't let the bully take your lunch money. Bundle, bundle. I will carry a bundle of sticks. Burden. Burden. I don't want to be a burden to you. Butcher. Butcher. The butcher sells fresh meat every day. Buzz. Buzz. The bee buzzes around the flowers in spring. Cancel. Cancel. I will cancel my plans for the weekend. Answer. Answer. My uncle is fighting cancer with great strength. Candidate. Candidate. She is a candidate for the student council. Canvas. Canvas. She painted a beautiful picture on the canvas. Capture. Capture. I want to capture the beautiful sunset today. Carve. Carve. I will carve a pumpkin for Halloween. Cater. Cater. They cater food for our school events every year. Cattle. Cattle. The farmer raises cattle on his farm. Caution. Caution. You should show caution when crossing the street. Cave. Cave. The explorers found a hidden cave in the mountains. Cease. Cease. They will cease to play after dinner. Celebrate. Celebrate. We celebrate our friend's birthday every year. Celebrity. Celebrity. She wants to be a celebrity when she grows up. Censor. Censor. The teacher will censor the inappropriate videos. Certificate. Certificate. I received a certificate for my excellent grades. Chamber. Chamber. The musician played in a small chamber. Chaos. Chaos. The classroom was in chaos after the fire drill. Charity. Charity. She donated money to charity last year. Chef. Chef. The chef cooks delicious food every day. Chemical. Chemical. The chemical reaction made the water bubble. Chill. Chill. Let's chill at the park after school. Chin. Chin. He has a small chin and a big smile. Choir. Choir. She sings in the school choir every Wednesday. Chorus. Chorus. The chorus sang beautifully at the concert. Chronic. Chronic. He has a chronic cough that never goes away. Circulate. Circulate. The news will circulate quickly among the students. Cite. Cite. I will cite my sources in the report. Clap. Clap. We clap when the show is over. Clash. Clash. The cars will clash if they don't stop. Clause. Clause. A clause is part of a sentence. Clay. Clay. I made a pot out of clay yesterday. Cling. Cling. The child will cling to her mother's leg. Clinic. Clinic. I went to the clinic for a checkup. Cluster. Cluster. The flowers grow in a cluster near the tree. Our birthdays coincide in the same month. Collaborate. Collaborate. We will collaborate on the science project together. Collapse. Collapse. The building might collapse during the storm. Collar. Collar. She wore a shirt with a blue collar. Colleague. Colleague. My colleague helped me with my homework yesterday. Colony. Colony. The ants built a colony under the rock. Column. Column. The newspaper has a column about sports every week. Combat. Combat. They will combat the enemy together in the game. Commission. Commission. She received a commission for selling the painting. Commit. Commit. I will commit to my homework every day. Commodity. Commodity. Water is a valuable commodity for everyone. Communist. Communist. The Communist Party wants to change the government. Companion. Companion. My dog is my best companion at home. Compatible. Compatible. My phone is compatible with this charger. Pell. Pell. The teacher will compel us to study harder. Compensate. Compensate. I will compensate you for the lost time. Compete. Compete. I will compete in the school sports event. Competent. Competent. She is a competent student in math class. Compile. Compile. I will compile the best photos from our trip. Compliment. Compliment. Her smile is a perfect compliment to her dress. component, component. The engine is a key component of the car. Compose, compose. I will compose a song for the school concert. Compound, compound. Water is a compound made of hydrogen and oxygen. Comprehend, comprehend. I can comprehend the story we read in class. Comprehensive, comprehensive. The report gives a comprehensive overview of the project. Comprise, comprise. The team will comprise 5 players this season. Compromise, compromise. We can compromise to find a solution together. Conceal, conceal. She tried to conceal her surprise at the gift. Conceive, conceive. I can conceive a plan for our project. Conclude, conclude. We can conclude that the test was easy, concrete, concrete. The sidewalk is made of concrete and looks new. Condemn, condemn. Teachers condemn cheating in the classroom. Conduct, conduct. The teacher will conduct the science experiment tomorrow. Confer, confer. Teachers confer awards to students every year. Confess, confess. I will confess my mistake to the teacher. Confide, confide. I can confide in my best friend about anything. Confident, confident. She feels confident about her English skills. Fine, fine. They confine the dog to the backyard. Conform, conform. Students must conform to the school rules. Confront, confront. I will confront my fears and try new things. Congress, Congress. The Congress meets to discuss important laws every year. Conscience, conscience. My conscience tells me to help others. Consent, consent. You need to get consent from your parents. Conserve, conserve. We should conserve water during the summer. Consist, consist. The team consists of 5 players. Consistent, consistent. Her grades are consistent every semester. Constitute, constitute. Many trees constitute a healthy forest. Constitution. Constitution. The Constitution protects our rights and freedoms. Constrain. Constrain. Rules can constrain how we play games. Construct. Construct. We will construct a model for our science project. Construction. Construction. The construction of the new school will start soon. Consult. Consult. I will consult my teacher about the homework. Contemporary. Contemporary. She loves contemporary art and visits galleries often. Tend. Tend. They contend for the championship every year. Continent. Continent. Asia is the largest continent in the world. Contradict. Contradict. His words contradict what he said yesterday. Contrary. Contrary. Her opinion was contrary to what I believed. Contrast. Contrast. We can contrast the two paintings in class. Controversy. Controversy. The controversy about the movie made everyone talk. Convene. Convene. We will convene at the park after school. Convenient. Convenient. This app is very convenient for students. Convention. Convention. The school has a convention for student behavior. Convert. Convert. We can convert the measurements to metric units. Convey. Convey. I want to convey my feelings to you. Convict. Convict. The judge will convict the guilty person today. Cooperate. Cooperate. We need to cooperate to finish the project. Coordinate. Coordinate. We need to coordinate our plans for the trip. Copyright. Copyright. The book has a copyright from the author. Chord. Cord. I tied the package with a strong cord. Core. Core. The core of the earth is very hot. Corn. Corn. I like to eat corn on the cob. Corporate. Corporate. The corporate office is very big and modern. Corporation. Corporation. The corporation makes toys for children every year. Correspond. Correspond. My grades correspond with my hard work this year. Corridor. Corridor. The students walk down the corridor to class. Corrupt. Corrupt. The corrupt officials stole money from the people. Costume. Costume. She wore a superhero costume for the party. Counsel. Counsel. I will counsel you on your decision. Counterpart. Counterpart. My friend is my counterpart in the school project. Coupon. Coupon. I used a coupon to buy a new shirt. Courage. Courage. She showed great courage during the difficult times. Craft. Craft. I love to craft gifts for my friends. Craze. Craze. The new game is a craze among students. Crazy. Crazy. That movie was so crazy and fun to watch. Credible. Credible. The story was credible, and everyone believed it. Creep. Creep. I see a snake creep through the grass. Crew? Crew? The crew worked hard to finish the project. Tyrion. Tyrion. The main criterion for success is hard work. Critic. Critic. The critic liked the movie very much. Criticize. Criticize. Teachers often criticize students for not studying. Criticism. Criticism. Her criticism helped me improve my writing skills. Criticize. Criticize. Teachers criticize students when they make mistakes. Crop. Crop. Farmers grow a crop every year for food. Crucial. Crucial. It is crucial to study for the test. Cruise. Cruise. We will cruise around the beautiful islands this summer. Crush. Crush. I have a crush on my classmate. Crystal. Crystal. The crystal sparkled in the sunlight. Cultivate. Cultivate. We cultivate plants in our school garden. Currency. Currency. The currency in Korea is the won. Curriculum. Curriculum. The school changed its curriculum this year. Curry. Curry. I love to eat curry with rice. Curse. Curse. He didn't mean to curse during the game. Curve. Curve. The road has a sharp curve to the left. Custody. Custody. The child is in the custody of her parents. Custom. Custom. It is my custom to eat breakfast early. Cynical. Cynical. She has a cynical view of people's honesty. Dairy. Dairy. I drink dairy milk every morning for breakfast. Damp. Damp. The ground is damp after the rain. Dash. Dash. She made a quick dash to the bus. Data. Data. The data shows that students study better in groups. Database. Database. I saved my project in the database yesterday. Datum. Datum. The datum shows how many students passed the test. Decade. Decade. We have lived here for a decade now. Decay. Decay. The fruit will decay if you leave it out. Decent. Decent. She did a decent job on her homework. Declare. Declare. I declare that I will study hard this year. Decline. Decline. I will decline the invitation to the party. Decrease. Decrease. The temperature will decrease tonight. Dedicate. Dedicate. I will dedicate my time to studying hard. Defeat. Defeat. Our team will not defeat the strong opponent. Defend. Defend. I will defend my friend in the game. Defendant. Defendant. The defendant spoke to the judge in court. Deficiency. Deficiency. The deficiency of water can harm the plants. Deficit. Deficit. The school has a budget deficit this year. Delegate. Delegate. I will delegate the task to my friend. Delete. Delete. I will delete the old files from my computer. Deliberate. Deliberate. She made a deliberate choice to study harder. Delicate. Delicate. She has a delicate touch when painting. Democracy. Democracy. In a democracy, everyone can vote for leaders. Democrat. Democrat. She is a proud Democrat who votes every election. Demon. Demon. The movie had a scary demon in it. Dense. Dense. The forest is very dense with trees. Depart. Depart. We will depart for the trip at 8 a.m. Department. department. She works in the marketing department at her company. Departure. Departure. The departure time is at 3 o'clock. Depict. Depict. The painting will depict a beautiful sunset. Deposit. Deposit. I will deposit my money in the bank today. Reprieve. Reprieve. Don't deprive yourself of fun activities. Derive. Derive. We can derive energy from the sun. Descend. Descend. The stairs descend to the basement. Designate. Designate. The teacher will designate a leader for the project. Despair. Despair. She felt despair when she lost her favorite toy. Destination. Destination. Our destination is the beach for summer vacation. Steen. Steen. They are destined to be great friends. Destiny. Destiny. She believes that destiny will bring them together. Destruct. Destruct. The storm will destruct the old building soon. Destruction. Destruction. The storm caused great destruction in the town. Attach. Attach. Please detach the sticker from the paper. Device. Device. I use my device to play games every day. Devil. Devil. The devil tempted him to do bad things. Devise. Devise. We will devise a plan for the project. Devote. Devote. I will devote my time to studying hard. Diabetes. Diabetes. My uncle has diabetes and needs to eat healthy. Dictate. Dictate. The teacher will dictate the homework to us. Differ. Differ. Our opinions differ on this topic. Different. Different. My brother and I have different hobbies. Dignity. Dignity. Everyone deserves to be treated with dignity. Dimension. Dimension. The room has a strange dimension that feels bigger. Diminish. Diminish. The noise will diminish when the sun sets. Dean. Dean. We often dine together on weekends. Dip. Dip. I will dip my cookie in milk. Diplomat. Diplomat. The diplomat helped solve the country's problems. Pastor. Pastor. The storm was a disaster for the town. Discourage. Discourage. Don't discourage your friends when they try hard. Discourse. Discourse. The teacher encouraged us to share our discourse. Discriminate. Discriminate. We should not discriminate against anyone for their background. Dismiss. Dismiss. The teacher will dismiss the class early today. Dispose. Dispose. We need to dispose of the old papers. Dispute. Dispute. They had a dispute about the best movie. Disrupt. Disrupt. The loud noise will disrupt our class. Distinct. Distinct. The two paintings have distinct styles and colors. Distinguish. Distinguish. I can distinguish between the two colors easily. Distort. Distort. The funhouse mirrors distort our reflections. Distract. Distract. Please don't distract me while I study. Distribute. Distribute. Teachers distribute books to students every year. Diverse. Diverse. The school has a diverse group of students. Divine. Divine. The sunset looked divine and made me smile. Domain. Domain. The website belongs to a different domain. Dominant. Dominant. The dominant team won the game easily. Dominate. Dominate. The team will dominate the game this weekend. Dose. Dose. I need a dose of medicine for my cold. Dot. Dot. I drew a dot on the paper. Draft. Draft. I wrote a draft of my essay yesterday. Drain. Drain. Please drain the water from the sink. Dread. Dread. I dread taking the math test tomorrow. Drill. Drill. We will drill the math problems for practice. Drown. Drown. He almost drowned in the deep water yesterday. Duel. Duel. She has dual interests in music and sports. Dull. Dull. The movie was dull and I fell asleep. Dwell. Dwell. They dwell in a small house by the river. Dynamic. Dynamic. The dynamic team worked hard to win the game. Eager. Eager. She is eager to learn new things. Efficient. Efficient. She is very efficient at completing her homework. Elaborate. Elaborate. Can you elaborate on your idea for the project? Electronic. Electronic. I bought an electronic book for my studies. Elegant. Elegant. She wore an elegant dress to the party. Elevate. Elevate. We can elevate our spirits with music. Elevator. Elevator. The elevator goes to the top floor quickly. Eliminate. Eliminate. We need to eliminate all the bad habits. Elite. Elite. She is part of an elite team of scientists. Embassy. Embassy. The embassy helps citizens in foreign countries. Embrace. Embrace. I will embrace my friend when I see her. Merge. Merge. The sun will emerge from behind the clouds. Emergence. Emergence. The emergence of new ideas is exciting. Emergency. Emergency. We called for help during the emergency. Mission. Emission. The car's emission is harmful to the air. Emit. Emit. The car will emit smoke when it starts. Emphasis. Emphasis. The teacher put emphasis on studying for the test. Encounter. Encounter. I will encounter new friends at school. Encourage. Encourage. Teachers encourage students to do their best. Endure. Endure. I can endure the cold weather today. Enhance. Enhance. We can enhance our skills by practicing every day. Choir. Choir. I will inquire about the homework tomorrow. Enterprise. Enterprise. The new enterprise will help many people find jobs. Enthusiastic. Enthusiastic. She is enthusiastic about learning new things. Entry. Entry. She made her entry into the competition last week. Environ. Environ. We must protect the environment around us every day. Environment. Environment. We should protect our environment for future generations. Envy. Envy. I feel envy when my friend wins. Equip. Equip. We need to equip the team for the game. Equipment. Equipment. We need new equipment for our science project. Era. Era. We live in a digital era of technology. Erase. Erase. I will erase the mistakes from my paper. Eraser. Eraser. I need my eraser to fix this mistake. Erect. Erect. They will erect a new building next year. Error. Error. I always err when I rush my homework. Error. Error. I made an error on my math test. Essence. Essence. The essence of friendship is trust and support. Essential. Essential. Water is essential for all living things. Estate. Estate. She inherited a large estate from her grandfather. Ethic. Ethic. She has a strong work ethic and studies hard. Ethical. Ethical. It is ethical to help others in need. Ethnic. Ethnic. She studies ethnic cultures around the world. Evacuate. Evacuate. We need to evacuate the building quickly. Evaluate. Evaluate. Teachers evaluate students' progress every semester. Evolution. Evolution. The evolution of animals took millions of years. Evolve. Evolve. Animals evolve to adapt to their environment. Exaggerate. Exaggerate. Don't exaggerate your story. It's not that exciting. Exceed. Exceed. We must not exceed the speed limit while driving. Excel. Excel. I want to excel in my studies this year. Excellent. Excellent. She did an excellent job on her project. Excess. Excess. He has an excess of homework this weekend. Exclude. Exclude. We will exclude the late students from class. Exclusive. Exclusive. This club is exclusive to members only. Executive. Executive. The executive made an important decision yesterday. exhibit, exhibit. We will exhibit our art projects next week. Exotic, exotic. The exotic flowers bloom in the spring. Expertise, expertise. Her expertise helps us solve difficult problems quickly. Explicit, explicit. The teacher gave explicit instructions for the project. Explode, explode. The balloon will explode if you blow too hard. Explore, explore. We will explore the forest this weekend. Export, export. We export rice to many countries every year. Extent, extent. I didn't know the extent of his knowledge. External, external. The external walls of the house are painted blue. Extinct, extinct. Many animals are now extinct due to climate change. Extract, extract. We can extract juice from fresh oranges. Extraordinary, extraordinary. Her talent for music is truly extraordinary. Eyebrow, eyebrow. She raised her eyebrow in surprise. Fabric, fabric. The dress is made of soft fabric. Facilitate, facilitate. Teachers facilitate learning in many different ways. Facility, facility. The school has a new sports facility for students. Faculty, faculty. The faculty helps students learn and grow. Fade, fade. The colors will fade if left in the sun. Fame, fame. She gained fame after winning the contest. Famous, famous. She is a famous singer in our country. Fair, fair. How much does the bus fare cost today? Fasten, fasten. Please fasten your seatbelt before we take off. Fatal, fatal. The accident had a fatal outcome for the driver. Fate, fate. We cannot change our fate, but we can try. Federal, federal. The federal government helps all the states. Ferry, ferry. We took the ferry to the island yesterday. Fertile, fertile. The fertile soil helps plants grow quickly. Fiber, fiber. Fruits and vegetables have a lot of fiber. Fiber, fiber. Fruits and vegetables have a lot of fiber. Fiction, Fiction. I love reading fiction books on weekends. Fierce. Fierce. The fierce dog barked loudly at strangers. Filter. Filter. I use a filter to clean the water. Finite. Finite. There are finite resources on our planet. Flavor. Flavor. I love the flavor of chocolate ice cream. Flavor. Flavor. I love the flavor of chocolate ice cream. Flaw. Flaw. Every painting has a flaw that makes it unique. Flee. Flee. They had to flee from the dangerous storm. Flesh. Flesh. The flesh of the fruit is very sweet. Flexible. Flexible. My schedule is flexible, so I can help you. Flip. Flip. I will flip the pancake in the pan. Flock. Flock. A flock of birds flew over the lake. Flourish. Flourish. The flowers will flourish in the warm sun. Flush. Flush. She felt flush when he complimented her. Foam. Foam. She is fond of reading books every night. Forbid. Forbid. My parents forbid me to stay out late. Forecast. Forecast. The weather forecast says it will rain tomorrow. Forehead. Forehead. She has a small scar on her forehead. Format. Format. Please change the document to a new format. Former. Former. My former teacher helped me with math. Formula. Formula. The math formula helps us solve the problem. Foster. Foster. They foster a puppy until it finds a home. Fountain. Fountain. The fountain in the park is very beautiful. Fraction. Fraction. I ate a fraction of the cake. Framework. Framework. The framework helps us build strong houses. Frequent. Frequent. I frequent the library after school. Frost. Frost. The frost covered the grass in the morning. Frown. Frown. She will frown if you don't smile. Fuel. Fuel? We need to fuel the car before the trip. Fulfill. Fulfill. I will fulfill my promise to help you. Fundamental. Fundamental. Math is a fundamental skill for all students. Funeral. Funeral. We attended the funeral of my grandfather last week. Furious. Furious. She was furious when he broke her phone. Furnish. Furnish. They will furnish the room with new furniture. Furthermore. Furthermore. I like soccer. Furthermore, I enjoy basketball. Fury. Fury. His fury was clear when he lost the game. Fuse. Fuse. We will fuse the two colors to make purple. Gallery. Gallery. We visited the art gallery on Saturday. Gamble. Gamble. I will never gamble my money again. Gang. Gang. My friends and I are in a gang. Gap. Gap. There is a gap between the two buildings. Gasoline. Gasoline. I filled my car with gasoline yesterday. Gaze. Gaze. She will gaze at the stars tonight. Gender. Gender. We learned about gender in our social studies class. Gene. Gene. The gene controls how we grow and develop. Generate. Generate. We can generate new ideas for our project. Generation. Generation. Our generation loves technology and social media. Generous. Generous. She is very generous with her time and money. Genetic. Genetic. Genetic traits are passed from parents to children. Genius. Genius. She is a genius at solving math problems. Genuine. Genuine. She gave me a genuine smile today. Geography. Geography. I love studying geography in school every day. Geology. Geology. We study geology to understand Earth's layers. Glare. Glare. She gave him a glare when he was late. Global. Global. The global community helps each other in times of need. Globe. Globe. The globe shows all the countries of the world. Glow. Glow. The stars glow brightly in the night sky. Goat. Goat. The goat climbed up the steep hill. graduate, graduate. I will graduate from middle school next year. Grain, grain. The farmer grows grain in the sunny field. Grasp, grasp. I grasp the main idea of the story. Grateful, grateful. I am grateful for your help today. Grave, grave. We visited the grave of a famous hero. Greed, greed. His greed made him lose all his friends. Grief, grief. She felt deep grief after her pet died. Grip, grip. She has a strong grip on the ball. Gross, gross. That food looks gross and smells bad. Guardian, guardian. My sister is my guardian when my parents are away. Gulf, gulf. The gulf is wide and full of fish. Gym, gym. I go to the gym every Saturday. Gym, gym. We practice basketball in the gymnasium after school. Habitat, habitat. The forest is a habitat for many animals. Halt, halt. The teacher asked us to halt our conversation. Hammer, hammer. I used a hammer to fix the chair. Handicap, handicap. He has a handicap but still plays sports. Harbor, harbor. The ship will harbor in the bay tonight. Harbor, harbor. The ship will harbor at the port tonight. Harmonious, harmonious. The music sounded harmonious and made us feel happy. Harmony, harmony. The music created a beautiful harmony for everyone. Harsh, harsh. The teacher's harsh words made me feel sad. Harvest, harvest. Farmers harvest crops every autumn for food. Haunt, haunt. The ghost will haunt the old house. Hazard, hazard. Driving fast is a hazard to everyone. Headquarters, headquarters. The company's headquarters is in New York City. Heal, heal. The doctor will heal your injury soon. Heal, Heel. She hurt her heel while playing soccer. Heir. Heir. He is the heir to the family fortune. Hence. Hence. She studied hard, hence she passed the exam. Heritage. Heritage. Our heritage is important for understanding our history. Hierarchy. Hierarchy. In our school, there is a hierarchy of classes. Highlight. Highlight. The teacher will highlight the important points today. Holy. Holy. The Holy Book teaches us to be kind. Hook. Hook. I will use a hook to catch the fish. Horizon. Horizon. The sun sets below the horizon every evening. Horror. Horror. The horror movie scared me last night. Host. Host. I will host the party at my house. Hostile. Hostile. The dog was hostile to the stranger. Household. Household. My household is very friendly and helpful. Hut. Hut. We built a hut in the forest last summer. Hypothesis. Hypothesis. The scientist tested her hypothesis about plant growth. Ideal. Ideal. This plan is ideal for our project. Identical. Identical. The two shirts are identical in color and style. Theology. Theology. Her ideology shapes how she views the world. Illusion. Illusion. The magician created an illusion of flying. Imitate. Imitate. I can imitate my favorite singer very well. Immense. Immense. The ocean is immense and full of life. Immigrate. Immigrate. They want to immigrate to a new country. Immune. Immune. She is immune to that disease now. Impact. Impact. The storm will impact our picnic plans tomorrow. Imperial. Imperial. The imperial palace was very beautiful and large. Implement. Implement. We will implement the new rules next week. Imply. Imply. Her smile can imply that she is happy. Import. Import. We import fruits from other countries every summer. Importance. Importance. The importance of studying is very high for students. Important. Important. It is important to study for the test. Impose. Impose. Teachers should not impose too much homework on students. Incentive. Incentive. The teacher gave us an incentive to study harder. Incident. Incident. The incident happened during our school trip. Incline. Incline. The road will incline as we climb the hill. Incorporate. Incorporate. We will incorporate your ideas into the project. Incredible. Incredible. The movie was incredible and made me cry. Index. Index. The book has an index at the back. Induce. Induce. The teacher will induce interest in science. Inevitable. Inevitable. It is inevitable that we will face challenges. Infant. Infant. The infant sleeps peacefully in the crib. Infect. Infect. The virus can infect many people quickly. Infer. Infer. From her smile I can infer she is happy. Inference. Inference. My inference is that she likes chocolate. Inflate. Inflate. I will inflate the balloon for the party. Ingredient. Ingredient. Water is an important ingredient in this recipe. Inhabit. Inhabit. Many animals inhabit the forest and the mountains. Inherent. Inherent. Every person has inherent value and deserves respect. Inhibit. Inhibit. Too much noise can inhibit my concentration. Initial. Initial. My initial thought was to study harder. Inject. Inject. Doctors inject medicine to help patients feel better. In. In. We stayed at a cozy inn by the lake. Input. Input. Please input your name and age here. Inquire. Inquire. I want to inquire about the school schedule. Insect. Insect. An insect can crawl on the ground. Insert. Insert. Please insert your card into the machine. Insight. Insight. Her insight helped us solve the problem quickly. Spire. Spire. Her story will inspire many young people. Install. Install. I will install the new app on my phone. Instinct. Instinct. She has a strong instinct to help others. Institute. Institute. She wants to join the Art Institute next year. Institution. Institution. The school is a great institution for learning. Insult. Insult. It is not nice to insult your friends. Integrate. Integrate. We need to integrate new ideas into our project. Intellect. Intellect. She has a sharp intellect and solves problems quickly. Intellectual. Intellectual. She is an intellectual who loves to read. Intelligent. Intelligent. She is an intelligent student who studies hard. Interfere. Interfere. Please do not interfere with my homework. Interior. Interior. The interior of the house is very beautiful. Intermediate. Intermediate. She is in an intermediate English class this year. Interpret. Interpret. I can interpret what he said in class. Interval. Interval. We took a short interval during the movie. Intervene. Intervene. The teacher will intervene if students fight. Intimate. Intimate. They have an intimate friendship that lasts for years. Intrigue. Intrigue. The story will intrigue many young readers. Invade. Invade. The army will invade the enemy's territory tomorrow. Irony. Irony. It is irony that he won the game by losing. Irritate. Irritate. Loud noises can irritate me when I study. Isolate. Isolate. I will isolate the problem to find a solution. Jail. Jail. He went to jail for stealing a car. Jar. Jar. I put cookies in the jar on the shelf. Jog. Jog. I like to jog in the park every morning. Joint. Joint. My knee joint hurts after playing soccer. Journal. Journal. I write in my journal every night before bed. Jury. Jury. The jury decided the case after a long trial. keen, keen. She has a keen interest in science and math. Kit, kit. I bought a new toolkit for my dad. Night, night. The knight saved the village from danger. Not, not. I will tie a knot in the rope. Ladder, ladder. He climbed the ladder to reach the roof. Landscape, landscape. The landscape is beautiful during the spring. Lap, lap. The dog jumped into my lap and slept. Ladder, ladder. I liked the first book, but the latter was better. Launch, launch. They will launch the new game next week. Laundry, laundry. I need to do my laundry today. Leak, leak. Water can leak from a broken pipe. Lease, lease. We will lease the car for 2 months. Leather, leather. She has a leather jacket for winter. Lecture, lecture. The teacher gave a lecture about space today. Legend, legend. The legend of the dragon is very exciting. Legitimate, legitimate. His reasons for being late were legitimate and understandable. Leisure, leisure. I enjoy reading books in my leisure time. Liberal, liberal. My teacher has a liberal view on education. Liberty, liberty. Everyone deserves liberty and the right to be free. Likewise, likewise. She likes pizza. Likewise, I enjoy it too. Linguistic, linguistic. She loves studying linguistic differences between languages. Liquid, liquid. Water is a liquid that we drink every day. Literature, literature. I enjoy reading literature in my free time. Logic, logic. She used logic to solve the math problem. Loan, loan. She felt lone in the big city. Loyal, loyal. My dog is very loyal to me. Lump, lump. I found a lump of clay in the box. Luxury, luxury. They live in a luxury apartment by the sea. Magnet, magnet. The magnet stuck to the refrigerator door. Magnificent, magnificent. The sunset was magnificent and filled the sky. Fest. Fest. Her talent will manifest in the school play. Manipulate. Manipulate. He can manipulate the toy to make it move. Margin. Margin. I wrote notes in the margin of my book. Marine. Marine. The marine animals live in the ocean. Mature. Mature. She is very mature for her age. Mayor. Mayor. The mayor opened the new park yesterday. Meanwhile, I was studying. Meanwhile, my brother was playing games. Mechanic. Mechanic. The mechanic fixed my bike quickly and well. Mechanism. Mechanism. The mechanism helps the clock keep time correctly. Media. Media. The media often shares important news stories. Mediate. Mediate. She will mediate the discussion between the two teams. Medieval. Medieval. The medieval castle was very old and beautiful. Medium. Medium. I bought a medium shirt for the party. Merchant. Merchant. The merchant sells fruits and vegetables at the market. Mere. Mere. It was a mere mistake, not a big problem. Merge. Merge. We will merge our ideas into one project. Merit. Merit. Her hard work has great merit in this project. Metropolitan. Metropolitan. She lives in a metropolitan area with many attractions. Microphone. Microphone. She spoke into the microphone during the school play. Migrant. Migrant. The migrant moved to find a better job. Migrate. Migrate. Birds migrate to warmer places in winter. Mild. Mild. The weather is mild today, perfect for a walk. Million. Million. There are a million stars in the sky. Mine. Mine. This book is mine, not yours. Minor. Miner. The miner found gold deep in the cave. Mineral. Mineral. Salt is a mineral that we need to live. Minimal. Minimal. She has a minimal amount of homework today. Minimum. Minimum. The minimum age to vote is 18 years old. Ministry. Ministry. The ministry helps people in need every day. Miracle. Miracle. It was a miracle that he passed the test. Missile. Missile. The Army launched a missile during the training. Mobile. Mobile. I have a mobile phone for school. Mock. Mock. They mock him because he is different. Mode. Mode. She switched to a quiet mode during the test. Moderate. Moderate. She has a moderate amount of homework today. Modest. Modest. She wore a modest dress to the party. Modify. Modify. You can modify your project to make it better. Moist. Moist. The cake is moist and very delicious. Moisture. Moisture. The plant needs moisture to grow healthy. Molecule. Molecule. Water is made of tiny molecule particles. Monster. Monster. The monster scared the children at night. Monument. Monument. The monument stands tall in the city park. Mortal. Mortal. Every mortal must face challenges in life. Motive. Motive. Her motive for studying hard is to get good grades. Multiple. Multiple. She has multiple hobbies like painting and dancing. Murder. Murder. The detective solved the murder case quickly. Mutual. Mutual. They have a mutual respect for each other. Myth. Myth. The myth of Hercules is very famous. Naive. Naive. She is too naive to understand the truth. Narrate. Narrate. She will narrate the story to the class. Nasty. Nasty. The food tasted nasty after being left out. Needle. Needle. I found a needle in the haystack. Negative. Negative. His negative attitude affected the whole team. Neglect. Neglect. Don't neglect your homework. It's important for you. Negotiate. Negotiate. We need to negotiate a better price for the car. Nephew. Nephew. My nephew loves to play soccer after school. Network. network. We can connect to the network at school. Neutral. Neutral. She wore a neutral outfit for the party. Nevertheless. Nevertheless. It was raining. Nevertheless, we went outside to play. Nightmare. Nightmare. I had a nightmare about a scary monster. Noble. Noble. The noble knight saved the village from danger. Nod. Nod. I nod when I agree with you. Nominate. Nominate. I will nominate my friend for the award. Nonetheless. Nonetheless. It was raining. Nonetheless, we went outside to play. Norm. Norm. It is the norm to study hard in school. Normal. Normal. It is normal to feel nervous before a test. Novel. Novel. I read a novel about a brave hero. Nuclear. Nuclear. The nuclear power plant provides energy for our city. Numerous. Numerous. There are numerous stars in the night sky. Obey. Obey. Students must obey the school rules every day. Oblige. Oblige. I will oblige you to finish your homework. Obsess. Obsess. She tends to obsess over her grades every semester. Obtain. Obtain. I want to obtain good grades this year. Occupation. Occupation. My father's occupation is a teacher at school. Occupy. Occupy. They occupy the park every Saturday for fun. Fend. Fend. I didn't mean to offend you with my words. Opportune. Opportune. It was an opportune moment to ask for help. Opportunity. Opportunity. I had the opportunity to travel last summer. Opt. Opt. I will opt for the pizza instead of pasta. Optimist. Optimist. She is an optimist who believes in good things. Option. Option. You have the option to choose your own path. Oral. Oral. She gave an oral presentation in class yesterday. Orbit. Orbit. The Earth orbits around the Sun every year. Orchestra. Orchestra. The orchestra played beautiful music at the concert. Organ. Organ. The organ plays beautiful music in the church. Organic. Organic. I prefer organic food for a healthier life. Organize. Organize. I will organize my books on the shelf. Organize. Organize. I will organize my books on the shelf. Orient. Orient. I need to orient myself before the trip. Orientation. Orientation. The school has an orientation for new students. Origin. Origin. The origin of the river is in the mountains. Original. Original. This is the original painting by the artist. Outcome. Outcome. The outcome of the test was surprising to everyone. Outline. Outline. I will outline my plan for the project. Output. Output. The output of the machine was very good. Outrage. Outrage. The news caused an outrage among the students. Outstanding. Outstanding. Her outstanding performance won her a big prize. Overcome. Overcome. She will overcome her fears and try again. Overhead. Overhead. The airplane flew overhead during the game. Overlap. Overlap. The two circles overlap in the middle. Overlook. Overlook. Don't overlook the small details in your work. Overnight. Overnight. We stayed at a hotel overnight for the trip. Oversee. Oversee. I want to study overseas next year. Overwhelm. Overwhelm. The homework can overwhelm students sometimes. Oh. Oh. I owe you my favorite book. Pace. Pace. She walks at a fast pace every morning. Pad. Pad. I write my notes in a notebook with a pad. Pale. Pale. The sky looks pale before it rains. Palm. Palm. She placed the flower in her palm gently. Panel. Panel. The artist painted a beautiful panel for the wall. Parallel. Parallel. The two lines are parallel to each other. Parliament. Parliament. The Parliament makes important laws for our country. Participate. Participate. I will participate in the school festival next week. particle, particle. The scientists studied a tiny particle in space. Passage, passage. We walked through the dark passage in the cave. Passenger, passenger. The passenger sat quietly during the long flight. Passion, passion. She has a passion for painting beautiful pictures. Passport, passport. I need my passport to travel abroad. Pat, pat. I will pat the dog gently. Patch, patch. I need to sew a patch on my jeans. Patent, patent. She applied for a patent on her invention. Pave, pave. They will pave the road next summer. Peak, peak. We will hike to the peak of the mountain. Peasant, peasant. The peasant worked hard in the fields every day. Peel, peel. I will peel the orange for you. Peer, peer. I like to play games with my peers. Penalty, penalty. He received a penalty for breaking the rules. Perceive, perceive. I can perceive the changes in her mood. Perception, perception. Her perception of the movie changed after she saw it again. Permanent, permanent. This mark is permanent and cannot be removed. Permit, permit. My teacher will permit us to leave early. Persist, persist. She will persist until she achieves her goal. Perspective, perspective. She has a different perspective on the problem. Persuade, persuade. I will persuade my friend to join us. Petrol, petrol. I need to buy petrol for my car. Phase, phase. We are in a new phase of our project. Phenomenon, phenomenon. The aurora is a beautiful natural phenomenon. Philosophy, philosophy. My philosophy is to always be kind to others. Phrase, phrase. I learned a new phrase in English class. Physics, physics. I enjoy studying physics in my science class. Pill, pill. I take a pill every morning for my health. Pinch. Pinch. I will pinch the dough to make it smaller. Pioneer. Pioneer. She wants to be a pioneer in science. Platform. Platform. The train arrives at the platform every morning. Plot. Plot. The plot of the story is very interesting. Polish. Polish. I will polish my shoes for the party. Poll. Poll. The teacher took a poll about favorite subjects. Pond. Pond. We saw frogs jumping into the pond. Population. Population. The population of our town is growing quickly. Portion. Portion. I ate a small portion of the cake. Portrait. Portrait. She painted a beautiful portrait of her friend. Pose. Pose. She likes to pose for pictures with her friends. Position. Position. She found her position in the school play. Positive. Positive. She has a positive attitude towards learning new things. Praise. Praise. Teachers praise students who work hard. Preach. Preach. My teacher likes to preach about kindness every day. Proceed. Proceed. The rain will precede the sunny weather tomorrow. Precise. Precise. The teacher gave a precise answer to my question. Predator. Predator. The lion is a strong predator in the jungle. Predict. Predict. I can predict the weather for tomorrow. Prejudice. Prejudice. She faced prejudice because of her background. Premium. Premium. This phone has a premium design and features. Prescribe. Prescribe. The doctor will prescribe medicine for your cold. Preserve. Preserve. We should preserve our environment for future generations. Preside. Preside. The teacher will preside over the school meeting. President. President. The president will visit our school next week. Presume. Presume. I presume you finished your homework on time. Prevail. Prevail. We will prevail in the end if we try hard. Pray. Pray. The eagle hunts its prey in the sky. Priest. Priest. The priest helps people in the community. Primitive. Primitive. The primitive tools were made from stone. Principal. Principal. The principal gave us a fun school project. Prior. Prior. She had prior experience before starting the job. Privilege. Privilege. It is a privilege to learn new things. Professor. Professor. The professor teaches us about science every week. Profile. Profile. She updated her social media profile yesterday. Profound. Profound. The book had a profound impact on my life. Prohibit. Prohibit. The school will prohibit running in the hallways. Prominent. Prominent. She has a prominent role in the school play. Prompt. Prompt. The teacher gave us a prompt to write about. Proof. Proof. She showed me proof of her homework. Proportion. Proportion. The proportion of students passed the test. Prospect. Prospect. She has a bright prospect for her future. Prosper. Prosper. They hope to prosper in their new business. Protein. Protein. Eggs are a good source of protein. Province. Province. She lives in a province near the mountains. Provoke. Provoke. His words can provoke a strong reaction from her. Psychology. Psychology. I want to study psychology in high school. Publish. Publish. I will publish my book next year. Publisher. Publisher. The publisher released a new book this month. Pupil. Pupil. The pupil studied hard for the exam. Pursue. Pursue. I want to pursue my dreams every day. Quantity. Quantity. The quantity of water is very important for plants. Questionnaire. Questionnaire. I filled out the questionnaire for my school project. Rage. Rage. He felt rage when he lost the game. Rally. Rally. Students will rally for their rights next week. Random. Random. We picked a random book to read today. Rank. Rank. She wants to rank first in the competition. Rational. Rational. She made a rational choice for her future. Raw. Raw. She likes to eat raw vegetables for lunch. Rear. Rear. The dog wagged its tail at the rear. Rebel. Rebel. He decided to rebel against the unfair rules. Receipt. Receipt. I kept the receipt for my new shoes. Recruit. Recruit. They will recruit new students next year. Refine. Refine. We need to refine our plan for the project. Reform. Reform. The school plans to reform the lunch menu next year. Refrigerator. Refrigerator. I put the milk in the refrigerator yesterday. Regret. Regret. I regret not studying harder for the test. Regulate. Regulate. The teacher will regulate the classroom rules. Reinforce. Reinforce. We need to reinforce our teamwork for the project. Reject. Reject. I will reject the offer if it is low. Relevant. Relevant. This book is relevant to our history class. Relieve. Relieve. The medicine will relieve your headache quickly. Religion. Religion. Many people follow a different religion. Reluctant. Reluctant. She was reluctant to join the game at first. Remedy. Remedy. She found a remedy for her headache quickly. Remote. Remote. I use a remote to change the TV channel. Republic. Republic. South Korea is a democratic republic. Reputation. Reputation. Her reputation grew after she won the award. Rescue. Rescue. They will rescue the cat from the tree. Resemble. Resemble. They resemble each other in many ways. Reside. Reside. Many people reside in this city. Resident. Resident. The resident helped the new family move in. Resign. Resign. I will resign from my job next month. Resolve. Resolve. I will resolve my problems with friends. Resort. Resort. We will resort to the beach for our vacation. Store. Store. They will restore the old building next year. Restraint. Restraint. I try to restrain my excitement before the game. Restrict. Restrict. We need to restrict our screen time after school. Resume. Resume. I will resume my studies after the break. Retail. Retail. She wants to work in retail after school. Retain. Retain. I will retain my old books for reference. Retreat. Retreat. The army had to retreat from the battle. Reveal. Reveal. The teacher will reveal the test answers tomorrow. Revenge. Revenge. He wants to take revenge for his lost game. Reverse. Reverse. I will reverse my decision about the trip. Revise. Revise. I need to revise my homework before turning it in. Revive. Revive. The rain will revive the dry plants. Revolution. Revolution. The revolution changed the way people lived. Reward. Reward. She will reward you for your hard work. Rhythm. Rhythm. The song has a nice rhythm to dance to. Rid. Rid. I want to rid my room of clutter. Ridicule. Ridicule. They ridicule him for his strange clothes. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. It is ridiculous to think that I can fly. Riot. Riot. The crowd started a riot during the game. Rival. Rival. She is my biggest rival in the competition. Roar. Roar. The lion will roar loudly at night. Roast. Roast. I will roast the chicken for dinner tonight. Rod. Rod. He used a rod to catch the fish. Romantic. Romantic. They watched a romantic movie together last night. Rot. Rot. The fruit will rot if you leave it out. Routine. Routine. My morning routine includes breakfast and brushing my teeth. Rumor. Rumor. I heard a rumor about a new student. Rumor. Rumor. I heard a rumor about a new school rule. Rural. Rural. She lives in a rural area with her family. Sack. Sack. I put the toys in the sack. Sacred. Sacred. The temple is a sacred place for many people. Sacrifice. Sacrifice. He had to sacrifice his time for the project. Satellite. Satellite. The satellite orbits the Earth every 90 minutes. Scan. Scan. I will scan the document for mistakes. Scandal. Scandal. The scandal shocked everyone at the school. Scarce. Scarce. Water is scarce in the desert. Scatter. Scatter. The wind will scatter the leaves everywhere. Scheme. Scheme. We made a scheme for our school project. Scholar. Scholar. The scholar wrote a book about history. Scope. Scope. The teacher explained the scope of our project. Scramble. Scramble. I scramble the eggs for breakfast every morning. Screw. Screw. I need to screw the lid on tightly. Sculpt. Sculpt. They sculpt beautiful statues from stone. Sculpture. Sculpture. The sculpture is made of stone and looks beautiful. Sector. Sector. The school is in the science sector of the city. Seize. Seize. I will seize the chance to help you. Sense of. Sense of. It is sensible to study for the test. Sentiment. Sentiment. Her sentiment was clear when she smiled. Sequence. Sequence. Please arrange the numbers in sequence. Severe. Severe. The storm caused severe damage to the town. Shallow. Shallow. The water is too shallow for swimming. Sigh. Sigh. She let out a sigh of relief after passing. Silent. Silent. The room was silent during the test. Simulate. Simulate. We can simulate a game to practice our skills. Simultaneous. Simultaneous. The two events happened simultaneously during the school day. Sin. Sin. He felt guilty about his sin yesterday. Skip. Skip. I will skip the next class today. Slice. Slice. I will slice the bread for sandwiches. Slim. Slim. She has a slim figure and looks very healthy. Slope. Slope. The slope of the hill is very steep. Sneak. Sneak. I will sneak out of the house tonight. Soak. Soak. I will soak the clothes in water. Soap. Soap. I wash my hands with soap every day. Sociology. Sociology. I want to study sociology in high school. Soul. Soul. She is the sole winner of the contest. Span. Span. The bridge will span the river next year. Spark. Spark. The fire had a small spark at first. Spectral. Spectral. The fireworks were a beautiful spectacle last night. Spectrum. Spectrum. The rainbow shows a beautiful spectrum of colors. Sphere. Sphere. The Earth is a round sphere in space. Spill. Spill. I will spill my drink if I'm not careful. Spit. Spit. He will spit out the gum after school. Splash. Splash. The kids splash water at the pool. Split. Split. I will split the cake into 2 pieces. Bouse. Bouse. My spouse and I love to travel together. Squeeze. Squeeze. I will squeeze the juice from the orange. Stack. Stack. I will stack the books on the table. Stain. Stain. I accidentally made a stain on my shirt. Starve. Starve. If we don't eat, we will starve. Statistic. Statistic. The statistic shows that many students love math. Statue. Statue. The statue is very tall and beautiful. Status. Status. Her status in school is very good this year. Steep. Steep. The hill is too steep to climb easily. Stem. Stem. The flower has a green stem that grows tall. Stiff. Stiff. The chair is too stiff to sit on comfortably. Stimulate. Stimulate. The teacher tries to stimulate our interest in science. stitch, stitch. I will stitch the torn shirt tonight. Stove, stove. I cooked soup on the stove yesterday. Strain, strain. I feel a strain in my back after lifting. Strict, strict. My teacher is strict about homework deadlines. Strip, strip. Please strip the paper off the box. Stripe, stripe. The shirt has a blue stripe down the side. Stroke, stroke. He gave the ball a strong stroke. Submarine, submarine. The submarine went deep under the ocean. Submission, submission. Her submission was accepted by the teacher yesterday. Submit, submit. I will submit my homework tomorrow. Subscribe, subscribe. I will subscribe to the new YouTube channel. Substant, substant. Water is a clear substance that we drink. Substantial, substantial. She made a substantial improvement in her grades. Substitute, substitute. You can substitute sugar with honey in tea. Subtle, subtle. She noticed a subtle change in his mood. Suburb, suburb. I live in a suburb near the city. Suck, suck. I suck on my candy when it's hot. Suffice, suffice. A few hours will suffice for our project. Sufficient, sufficient. We have sufficient time to finish the project. Sweet, sweet. We stayed in a nice suite at the hotel. Summit, summit. We reached the summit of the mountain together. Superb, superb. The food at the restaurant was superb last night. Superior, superior. She is superior to her classmates in math. Supervise, supervise. Teachers supervise students during the exam. Supplement, supplement. I take vitamins to supplement my diet. Surgery, surgery. She had surgery to fix her broken arm. Surrender, surrender. I will not surrender to my fears. Suspend, suspend. I will suspend my game until tomorrow. Sustain, sustain. We need to sustain our energy during the game. Swear, swear. I swear I will finish my homework today. Sweat. Sweat. I sweat when I run fast. Swell. Swell. The balloon will swell when you blow air into it. Swift. Swift. The swift bird flew across the sky. Symbol. Symbol. The heart is a symbol of love. Sympathy. Sympathy. I felt sympathy for my friend when he was sad. Symphony. Symphony. The orchestra played a beautiful symphony last night. Symptom. Symptom. A cough is a common symptom of a cold. Tackle. Tackle. We need to tackle this problem together. Tag. Tag. I will tag my friend in the photo. Talent. Talent. She has a talent for playing the piano. Task. Task. I have a math task to complete tonight. Tease. Tease. My friends tease me about my new haircut. Telegraph. Telegraph. They used a telegraph to send messages quickly. Temple. Temple. We visited a beautiful temple in the mountains. Temporary. Temporary. The job is only temporary, not permanent. Tempt. Tempt. The candy can tempt you to eat too much. Tenant. Tenant. The tenant pays rent every month on time. Tender. Tender. The meat is very tender and easy to chew. Terminal. Terminal. We arrived at the bus terminal on time. Terminate. Terminate. We will terminate the project next week. Terrace. Terrace. We sat on the terrace and enjoyed the sunset. Terrific. Terrific. The movie was terrific and everyone loved it. Territory. Territory. The dog protects its territory from other animals. Terror. Terror. The movie filled me with terror and fear. Terrorist. Terrorist. The terrorist caused fear in the city yesterday. Theme. Theme. The theme of the story is friendship. Therapy. Therapy. She goes to therapy to feel better. Thorough. thorough. She did a thorough job on her homework. Thread. Thread. She pulled the thread to fix her shirt. Thrill. Thrill. The roller coaster gave me a thrill. Thumb. Thumb. I hurt my thumb while playing soccer. Tick. Tick. I can hear the clock tick loudly at night. Timber. Timber. The carpenter used timber to build a house. Tissue. Tissue. I need a tissue for my runny nose. Torture. Torture. The loud noise can torture my ears sometimes. Toss. Toss. I will toss the ball to you. Toxic. Toxic. The toxic waste harmed the plants and animals. Tragic. Tragic. The movie had a tragic ending that made me cry. Trail. Trail. We followed the trail through the forest. Transact. Transact. We will transact business tomorrow at the office. Transform. Transform. We can transform this room into a classroom. Transition. Transition. The transition from day to night is beautiful. Translate. Translate. I will translate the book into Korean. Transmit. Transmit. We can transmit messages quickly using our phones. Treasure. Treasure. I found a treasure in my backyard yesterday. Treaty. Treaty. The countries signed a treaty for peace. Tremendous. Tremendous. She had a tremendous smile that brightened my day. Trend. Trend. Fashion trends change every year in our school. Tribe. Tribe. The tribe lived in the forest for many years. Trigger. Trigger. The loud noise can trigger a reaction. Trim. Trim. I need to trim my hair before the party. Triumph. Triumph. The team celebrated their triumph after winning the game. Troop. Troop. The troop marched proudly down the street. Tube. Tube. I put the toy in the tube. Tunnel. Tunnel. The train goes through a long tunnel. Turnover. Turnover. The restaurant had a high turnover last month. Ultimate. Ultimate. This is the ultimate test for all students. Undergo. Undergo. Students will undergo a test next week. Undermine. Undermine. His actions may undermine our team's success. Undertake. Undertake. I will undertake the project next week. Unify. Unify. We can unify our ideas to make a great project. Unique. Unique. Her dress is unique and very beautiful. Universe. Universe. The universe is full of amazing stars and planets. Unprecedented. Unprecedented. The storm caused unprecedented damage to the town. Update. Update. I need to get my phone's software today. Upward. Upward. The balloon floated upward into the sky. Upward. Upward. The balloon floated upwards into the sky. Urban. Urban. The urban park is great for kids to play. Urge. Urge. I urge you to study for the test. Urgent. Urgent. I have an urgent message for you today. Utilize. Utilize. We can utilize this tool for our project. Utter. Utter. I uttered a word of encouragement to my friend. Vacate. Vacate. We need to vacate the room by noon. Vacation. Vacation. I will go on vacation next week. Vaccine. Vaccine. The vaccine helps protect us from diseases. Vacuum. Vacuum. I need to vacuum the living room today. Vague. Vague. His explanation was vague and hard to understand. Valid. Valid. This ticket is valid for 1 month. Vanish. Vanish. The magician made the rabbit vanish quickly. Vast. Vast. The ocean is vast and full of mysteries. Venture. Venture. I will venture into the forest tomorrow. Verb. Verb. A verb shows an action in a sentence. Verbal. Verbal. She gave a verbal answer in class today. Verse. Verse. I wrote a verse for my school project. Verses. versus the team played well versus their strong opponents. Vertical. Vertical. The tower is very tall and vertical. Vessel. Vessel. The ship is a large vessel on the sea. Veterinarian. Veterinarian. The veterinarian helped my sick dog feel better via we traveled to Seoul via the bus. Vice. Vice. He was the vice president of the student council. Victory. Victory. Our team celebrated the victory after the game. Vigor. Vigor. She danced with vigor at the school talent show. Vigorous. Vigorous. He has a vigorous workout every morning. Virgin. Virgin. She is a virgin and proud of it. Virtual. Virtual. We can have a virtual meeting online this afternoon. Virtue. Virtue. Honesty is a great virtue in our lives. Virus. Virus. The virus spreads quickly in crowded places. Visible. Visible. The stars are visible in the night sky. Visual. Visual. The movie had great visual effects and colors. Vital. Vital. Water is vital for all living things. Vivid. Vivid. The painting has vivid colors that catch my eye. Vocabulary. Vocabulary. I need to study my vocabulary for the test. Vocation. Vocation. She found her vocation in teaching young children. Wander. Wander. I like to wander in the park after school. Warehouse. Warehouse. The toys are stored in the warehouse. Warrant. Warrant. The police need a warrant to search the house. Wealth. Wealth. Her family has a lot of wealth and happiness. Weave. Weave. I will weave a basket from these reeds. Weed. Weed. I pulled out the weed from the garden. Weird. Weird. That movie was really weird and scary. Welfare. Welfare. The government helps with welfare for families in need. Wheat. Wheat. The farmer grows wheat in the sunny field. Whereas. I like cats, whereas my brother likes dogs. Whip. Whip. The teacher will whip the class into shape. wicked, wicked. The wicked witch cast a spell on the village. Wit, wit. She showed her wit during the funny conversation. Withdraw, withdraw. I want to withdraw my application for the club. Witness, witness. I will witness the game tomorrow with my friends. Worship, worship. Many people worship at the church every Sunday. Wreck, wreck. The storm will wreck our picnic plans. Yield, yield. Farmers yield crops every year for us. Zone, zone. We play soccer in the park zone after school.